So I have to admit, I thought we would be having this conversation several years ago, but here we are. For a little context, once upon a time, you could buy your Kindle books directly from your Kindle device. Oops, I should look that way. And that worked great for a very long time. And then all of a sudden, poof, it was gone. And that was because of fighting amongst Apple and everybody else, basically. So at that point, you lost the ability and you had to go through all these extra steps in order to buy a new book for your Kindle reading privileges or preferences or enjoyment. And I figured this was going to go on for a few months. This has gone on for years now. Good news, though. This week, we no longer have that problem mostly. You can now buy your preferred ebook content on your device. So let's run through what you can and can't do. So let's focus on the good news. So inside of your Kindle device, whatever type of e-reader you're using that you could previously purchase Kindle content through, that's back. Now, the option that you click on is going to depend on your app and the situation, but it's either going to be buy now, buy this book, or get book. Those are the three that I've found so far. And it works just like back in the old days. So you can search for content to read. If you've got samples and you want to go ahead and buy that sample as the full content, you can go ahead and buy it in your device. You are good. Except if you're using an old Kindle device. So if you're using an old Kindle device, then you're going to see this screen that says, yeah, no, you can't use that. Now, we're basically talking like first, second generation. I'm not sure exactly where the cutoff is. I haven't been able to find details. If I find that out, I will let you know. But we're talking like really vintage ones. Like I have, I think, one of the first versions. It wasn't the first version, but it was like the second or third that came out. And that one doesn't work. But my newer one, it absolutely does work on. So you're good there. Now, if you're in the mobile app, if you're using the Kindle reader in your browser, if you're using a Kindle reader, the desktop app, in all of those situations, you can click on something to purchase your book, but it's going to open the Amazon store in a browser. So not as many steps as before, but still not like click, buy, and read. Like there's a little bit of extra step in there. And if you are looking for options, because I understand there are very good reasons to no longer buy Kindle content, but that doesn't mean e-reader or e-content is not viable, because it is. So Amazon's made some bad choices. We'll talk about that another time. But if you're looking for other options, you can go to bookshop.org. That's the one I've been using a lot lately, and that's a really good resource. But if you want to buy Kindle content on your Kindle device, congratulations, you can do that again. Let's go ahead and be happy, and big shout out to California, because it was their lawsuit that got us here. So there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And you can also check in the description if you want to see my previous videos about the extra steps for the other scenarios. Thank you.